Going live, you're live! Hello everyone, I'm Santiago, and today I'm gonna be testing Silent Hill 2 Remake or Silent Hill 2 2024 on the GTX 1650, 3050, 3060 and RTX 4060. How are you guys doing? Welcome. How's it going? So Silent Hill 2 is finally here, Unreal Engine 5, which has luck, 4GB GPU right now, and yeah, already the main menu is pretty creepy. And I ask you guys if you ever played this game. 57% said yes and you were scared, so I totally believe you. So yeah, how's it going? Where's the Until Dawn stream? That's coming in a few days. Yeah, I was tired on Friday and I cancelled that live stream, but I'll be doing it, trust me on that one. Gamer Anime 200, how's it going? So as you can see, the menu is already pretty creepy, so that's a good sign. And apparently people are saying it's a good game, so Hyper Arius, hey. We got quite a few options actually. I'm pretty surprised with the options menu so far. So TSR, FSR1, yeah, this is one of the first things. Let's check the options menu super quick. FSR1, no FSR2, but we got TSR. I'll probably recommend this option instead, but right now, no upscaling. And I love that we're getting into the habit of getting photos to compare graphics. 2:44 AM and you're waking up in 3.5 hours. Well, you'll be waking up with me, basically. How's it going? Are you scared? No, I'm not. It's just a game. Stutter struggle it is. We'll see. So we got Epic. Oh, hang on. Let me move my head out of the way. So if you look there, Epic, high, medium, and low. Actually, it doesn't look that different. I can notice that stuff into the distance has better shading, and the reflections are not as good. But that's about it. So we're putting everything on low, basically. And on low settings, let me put back the resolution. Is everything on low? Wow, surprise. And of course, textures on 4GB GPUs, we're keeping them like that. But there's also a lot of nice accessibility features. The colorblind mode. And there's also high contrast, like in The Last of Us 2. So I'm happy they have lots of options. So 1080p low, if I'm looking at this, and TXAA is actually TAA. So yeah, not to get confused. Anyway, Resident Evil 2 Remake. I mean, if it's as good as the Resident Evil 2 Remake, I'll take it. So personally, graphic mode, yeah, no. James Mask, oh. Yeah, I'm not putting that right now. Puzzles, let's put them on light and combat on standard because I'm streaming, but you shouldn't. The game stutters hard on 3050 Ti 4 gigs. We'll see about that on the 1650. People actually like this game, but happy to hear. Yeah, same. I thought it was going to... I mean, I was optimistic in trying to please be good attitude. Let's keep the cutscenes. We're native right now, so there we go. Okay, right out of the gate, without upscaling, on low on a 4GB GPU. Yeah, there's a lot of ghosting with TAA on this one. It's UE5, remember? So I think it's time to use upscaling. I'm not going to try FSR1, I think. Let's do it super quick, just to see how it looked like. Yeah, FSR1, I mean, just looking at the trees, not sure if you guys can notice, it's pretty obvious. It looks horrible. This is the most basic FSR thing. Let's try TSR. TSR preset on normal. And here to get upscaling, you actually need to change the scalability. Let's put it at 66. This will be equal to quality FSR. So TSR 60. Oh yeah, this looks so much better. Although performance isn't as good. Interesting. 30 FPS with 66% resolution. 30 FPS is a 1650, guys. What were you expecting? Maybe if I put the TSR preset on low. Okay, the TSR preset is important. TSR quality, 66%. Low TSR. F for people that use DLSS. I mean, I don't know if there's DLSS. I'm guessing yes, right? We'll see once we get to the RTX card, but I think so far so good though. I'm guessing that the forest is where it's going to drop. I heard that there's a pool somewhere that is dropping you into the 20s, but if it's in the middle of the game... Actually, whoa. Yeah, there's traversal stutter. Okay, I can notice it right away. But the amount of fog is pretty impressive despite being... Again, this is the lowest settings. I love that the lowest settings actually looks good. Texture quality also seems to be holding up. Okay, sometimes it's a stuttery mess. Gotcha. Yeah, so far it seems to be traversal. Let's see if it's test that way. Hey! I don't know why it doesn't show you FSR3. It has FSR3. Okay. Oh, maybe I have... don't worry. I'll figure it out. Maybe because I have a hardware accelerated GPU scheduling disabled. That's maybe why. E to interact. Ooh. Ah, okay. This is to save. Gotcha. Awesome. Groping around my skull. That sounds kind of creepy. Okay, say Mr. Mad. Fog helps with FPS. Long views have lowest FPS. Yeah, I mean, that's been like that since the PlayStation 1. But the game is looking pretty good so far. Let me skip all this. Cutscenes seem to be locked to 30 though. Yeah, I mean, in the middle of the fog, there's nothing. Oh, hi there, lady. So in the middle of the fog, it seems to be okay. The issue seems to be when there's a lot of trees, although I can see some artifacting on the fog when moving around, and traversal stutter. But it seems to be good. I don't know who that is, Guga. Well, that's funny. You have disabled it too? It showed up to me. Oh, okay. Okay. Gotcha. Yeah, don't worry. Imagine this game having no fogs, we will be cooked. I mean, it was the entire reason why Silent Hill 1 is a thing on the PS1 in the first place, I think. Ooh, that shader compilation there, I guess. Or maybe, shader compilation. Traversal stutter seems to be. I don't know if it's shader compilation. But yeah, the traversal stutter is there. And I've been playing for 5 minutes. I already had 3 of those. Although it looks pretty good. I was expecting the fog to disappear, but it's Silent Hill. It cannot not have fog. Yeah, the PS1 couldn't handle long draw distance, obviously. Yeah, I mean, I think it was a smart thing. Back then, the graphics, the game was like, okay, let's get around hardware limitations smartly. Nowadays, it's like, oh yeah, throw those rays, man, they will render them. So yeah, before it was a creative and technical decision, now it's more of a, okay, let's do this. Okay, no key. But it seems to be running poorly in the forest in comparison, like every UE5 game.
Hello? Anyone in here?
Okay. So I played Silent Hill when I was a kid, but I was too scared to continue. So that's why I never played the original. There's the key. I remember Silent Hill Origins, that you were like a truck driver. It was creepy AF. But my friends played it. I could never play it on my own. I was too scared. Oh, okay. There was a fence there. It's no longer there. Oh, it's here. No worries, Andre. Happy to be here. I enjoy doing this. Yeah, throw and raise. People will frame you and it's okay. Although this one, so far, so good. Although right now, I'm seeing some artifacting around the fog when I'm moving around. And the traversal stutter, but okay, Silent Hill. Oof. And I'm seeing that the fence has some artifacting to it, but again, we're on using TSR quality. And it's a 4GB GPU, guys, on UE5. So usually what I expect when I have 4GB of VRAM is the game to not load textures properly. And here it seems to be fine. You only played the original, I scared you? Man. Dude, that game. I mean, the creep factor... Yeah, the traversal stutters there. The creep factor of the original Silent Hill games is unmatched. Yeah, funny. ¿Todo bien? Oscar, está todo acá. Debería irte un poquito mejor, pero apenitas. Danger. Let me open it. Let's see what happens if I turn quickly. Okay, it's not so bad. You played all of them on PlayStation 3? As a book of memories. Oh, I remember playing one on the Wii, actually. That's the only Silent Hill I finished. The one in the Nintendo Wii. There was like a remake of the first game. That you gotta flee the enemies, you couldn't fight them. It was a pretty cool game. Okay, cutscenes are locked to 30, not sure if that's... Oh, okay, I have a map now. Cool, the map is in real time. What the hell? That's so cool. That's so Far Cry 2. I miss games doing that, actually. That's pretty awesome. South Vale. Okay, go to the north. Todo bien, Starfly. Yo todo bien, sí. Sí. Yeah, guys, the game so far seems to have traversal stutter. I'm running more into that now that I'm in town. And the game looks good, but yeah, you get those stutters when you see new areas. So yeah, the classic traversal stutter. I hope they fix it. But overall, when it comes to VRAM, 4 gigs seems to be fine. Oof. Not a good day. Oh, I'm not looking through that. Screw that. Also, I'm not sure if this is ray tracing. It probably is. Whoa. Oh, hi there. Look, a nice lady who's waiting for me.
Hey.
No, James, don't go after her. So as I was saying, not sure if this is ray tracing or manually placed reflections. Yeah, it seems to have screen space as well. Cool. Good atmosphere.
What is this?
There's no audio? What? I mean, there's no music. It's lumen reflections? Okay. Now, there should be audio for the game. The thing is, there's not much happening in the game. Okay, that took me by surprise. So for lumen, low audio. Okay, I'll increase it a bit. Quite a bit, actually. So we all get scared at the same time. Okay. Oh, hi there!
Hello?
Oof, the traversal stutter really ruins it for me a little. Yeah. Okay. How do you play it in the X11? It went by itself to the X11, but if you need to do it manually, because the game crashed for me on the X12, you need to add -the X11 and the game will launch on the X11. like in UE4 games. On this one, it actually worked like that. So keep that in mind, it's necessary. I forgot to mention that. Oof. The good thing is this is one of those games that doesn't crash when you put it on the X11. See Joseph, first time playing this one. I kinda know the story. Okay. I kinda know the story, as I was saying. But I never played it like for real. This cloth is like at 30 FPS or 15. The 750 Ti got a chance, man. Yeah, I think definitely the forest. Oh, nice. Health. Let me add something here, plus command DX11. If you put this at the beginning of any UE4 or UE5 game, it should attempt to do DX11. Although on low, it looks pretty good, in my opinion. Maybe the stuttering is lessened on the X12 with a lot of VRAM. But kind of bothers me that the cutscenes are at 30 FPS. Maybe it's because of the GPU. I don't think so. Oh, here we go. Okay. I'm not loving the animation. What the hell? Yeah, I don't feel weight in the animations so far. Although the atmosphere is on point, I'm not even with music on. Cutscenes are locked for everyone, that sucks. I think we can crack it up to medium. Cool. Reminds me of my childhood. Hang on. Let me put it on medium. Render quality preset. I never saw this before. Remember those advanced? Yeah. No, not render quality. TSR preset. I don't know what this preset does really, because I can adjust the resolution here. So let's put it on medium, but textures on low, basically. So basically medium, low textures, and TSR at 66%. Let's see. Okay. Although again, here we are indoors. Okay. Maybe I'm too low resolution to notice. Yeah, the textures, the frame rate is locked to 30 in cutscenes. How much gigabytes of VRAM? 1650, 4 gigs. I'm disappointed with the animations, the combat animations so far. But visually speaking, I'm pretty satisfied. And I also love that the map is actually a physical map. That's pretty cool. You can unlock cutscenes FPS too? Okay. Why don't they update Unreal Engine to fix this problem? I don't think it's so simple. Ooh, that's pretty creepy. Usually in a horror game when I can fight, I don't tend to get super afraid. But who am I to judge? Also, I'm noticing film grain, which is classic Silent Hill thing. Yeah, but I'm noticing a lot of ghosting. I'm not entirely sure, again, what the TSR preset does. probably the quality of the upscaling, but if I put it on normal, it's a huge hit to performance. Although, never mind, the resolve on the reflections is significantly better. Yeah, I can see it. Okay, so the two options for TSR, one of them has more ghosting, but performs a lot better. Not sure internally what it's doing, but it looks quite a bit better like this, but we get 20 FPS less. Yeah, the game apparently has FSR 3, but I didn't get it for some reason. Maybe because I disabled hardware accelerated GPU scheduling. But the TSR preset, I never saw this before in our Unreal Engine game. But it gives me way less FPS. But the reflections seem to be better, so yeah, there's less pixelation on the reflections on high, on normal, better said. So I'm not sure what changes. Mid settings 30 FPS lock, yeah, definitely. And here I'm in the city, not in the forest. And usually forests are what drop frames in Unreal Engine games. Hi there! But the traversal stutter is very obvious. I just do not like the animation for attacking so far. Delicious. Yeah, the game looks pretty good. It's just the animations are kinda... They don't have a lot of weight when it comes to animation. Although they're way better than in the first trailer. I'll give them that. Oh, still alive. Get back here, you coward. I'm the main character. There you go. Reduced to atoms. Traversal stutter also happening on high-end cards. Yeah, I mean... Hopefully it doesn't happen on consoles as well. I also saw that on PS5 it drops below 60 on the performance mode. Map of the east side of South Vale. Oh, yeah. It's fine. I'm hearing a radio as well. Oh, what is it? Oh, it's just a bag. Yeah, the upscaling is pretty obvious, definitely. Okay, another monster. Oh, I can step on it. Okay. Ah, there's a lot of them. Although I don't even know where to go. Can I go in here? Okay, I don't have a... We gotta leave. Meet me there. Okay. Texan Cafe. Okay. Left. So it would be at the end of the road. There's a day one patch coming, obviously. I don't know, could be level streaming. Yeah, I mean, probably. It's pretty common in Unreal Engine games. Although now that there's more stuff behind the fog, I'm seeing more upscaling artifacts. Like the macro blocking, like if I was watching this on a live stream. Yeah, there is quite a few trails. Let me see if that improves by increasing the TSR quality. Controller disconnected. Oh yeah, I was playing with a controller at the beginning, but then I changed my mind. TSR preset on normal, and let's see if that fixes the upscaling. It performs... Yeah, definitely. Okay, the TSR level on normal looks significantly better when it comes to the edges of the fog. Yeah, it treats edges way better, but performance is way worse. Yeah, the trails are reduced significantly. But we're on a 1650, so maybe low settings with normal TSR. Or 50%. Yeah, 50% is 540p. Yeah, it's not much of a difference. You know what, for this card, let's keep it with TSR preset low and medium settings. That should give us a good head start over the trees. And maybe 75%. Why does all Unreal Engine games stutter? Seems to be a root issue of the engine, I don't know. Yeah, let's keep it at 75. This should give us room to spare from the forest parts. It will be Dragon Ball Z sparking test? Yeah, of course. Of course, class. Also, I don't know how to heal using this other item that I got. But it visually is pretty good. The thing is, on this card, you gotta sacrifice those edges for performance with the TSR preset. I'll check if there is FSR 3 in a moment. Okay, let me try forcing DX12 because there's no FSR 3 on the X11, it seems. And I don't know how to heal. Oh, never mind. There we go. You just missed my input last time. Oh, hi there. Oh, okay. I definitely do not have the password. Okay. Let's force the X12. First of all, I need to know... Okay, the save point is pretty close. Let's save so we don't lose any progress. And we get guns. I'm going to ignore that enemy. Halo? No, I never saw that. Hey, what's up, Electric Pichu? Benchmark King. What? He's here? No freaking way. Where is he? I cannot see him. I think TSR preset are like most other upscalers, quality balance. The percentage only affects CAA and it shouldn't have any impact on TSR or other upscalers. But I saw that there were less trails on the normal thing. I know you from the optimizing guides. Pretty useful. I would say your optimizing guides are even better than Digital Foundry's. I don't know. I feel like you explain it better. Oh, okay. Halo will now be UE5. Everything is going UE5, right? It kind of bothers me. I like bespoke engines. Give me one sec. Let me check if I did something incorrectly. No. Yeah, I just launched it on the X11. My bad. Let's try that again. Yeah, he's a Digital Foundry of the people. He explains settings, I test cheap GPUs. Is this a cafe from Silent Hill 1? I mean, everything is Silent Hill themed on Silent Hill. Somehow. Sí, tal cual, Benjamin. Yeah. Okay, we're on the X12 now. So now, all the stuff that they did for Halo, out the toilet. Oh, there's dynamic resolution. Okay. So it was a mistake to use the X11, I guess. Good point. TSR, FSR. Okay. So I was doing it wrong. I don't know why I chose the X11 from the get-go. I'm guessing it's force of habit at this point. Alright. Okay. Let's do FSR then. But TSR on normal looked pretty good. So this is medium, low textures, FSR quality. So this should be independent. Y no sé cómo iría con una Vega. La verdad que me mataste. Low textures, FSR 3 quality. And that should do. And there's also dynamic resolution, which is interesting. For this thing, you need TSR or none. So again, medium settings, low textures. Here we go again. Shadows seem very demanding. They probably are. Hey, Nathan. Okay, XeSS looks better on this one. I mean, that's usually how it goes, right? Especially in UE5. FSR usually looks chunky. Especially on this one that there's a lot of contrast. I mean, the character, very dark, but then the fog is like some very light gray. So that's a lot of contrast, that makes it harder to upscale. No frame gen option, I haven't seen one. ¿Cómo irá con DLSS? Y tendremos que tener una gráfica RTX. Hopefully FSR 4 at some point. Okay, I think it loaded the shaders now. Oh yeah, this looks way better now. Yeah, don't play on the X11. Actually, the trails like on TSR in the X11 aren't as bad in here. If you're reading this sleeve, this place is not what it seems. Sometimes you just have to look behind. Okay. Sounds about right. We're playing Silent Hill after all. Bar Neely's. Okay. Neely's bar. Although, yeah, here it really dies when this reflection shows up. Yeah, guys, if you like this video, please like so I can do more like it. Tomorrow we're doing the Steam Deck, we're also doing Until Dawn, and if you guys want, we can also do the RTX 4090. That's how you see if the game is optimized. You try it on the highest end GPU. Before that though, let me try XeSS. Oh yeah, XeSS, yeah, kicks it out of the park, actually. Looks a bit softer sometimes, but on this game it even retains the film grain. Interesting. I'm pretty impressed. Although it still looks chunky on the hair, it's not perfect. Y muchas gracias Marco Antonio por la donación de 10 pesos mexicanos. Thank you Marco Antonio Ibarra Bermeo for the 10 Mexican pesos donation. Thanks, man. Yeah, XeSS, it's great on the edges and the reflections, but the hair, it destroys it. Yeah. When I move, the hair gets very messy. I think there's a good way to show you, because again, you guys are looking at a live stream. As you can see, the hair, pretty chunky. Also, the film grain, I don't see a way to disable it, but it's Silent Hill, so I'm guessing they did it on purpose. And this is FSR 3. Still chunky, but yeah, XeSS on the hair especially looks a bit over sharpened, I'd say. FSR 3 looks better, I would say on the hair looks softer. It's less obvious, but the overall look seems to be better on XeSS. I'm trying to reset the transform. Oops. There we go. My bad. But also XeSS runs better than FSR 3 on this one. Not sure what's going on. Are you using the sharpness? Good question. I think my sharpness is on normal, actually. We're figuring it out as we go. Well, now that I think about it, XeSS on quality is actually less pixels than FSR3 on quality, now that I remember. I mean, Intel is so ambitious with XeSS that if you put it on on quality, it's the same pixel count as FSR3 on balanced. So they went down one preset. So technically, it's a lower resolution on the Intel one. So yeah. Yeah, the sharpening is on medium. There's high or disabled. Let's try disabled. And the shadows on low helps quite significantly, actually. Okay. Yeah, I need to do more testing, but FSR3 quality, without the sharpness, I think sharpness on low would be good on this one. Low shadows. So medium settings, low textures, low shadows, FSR3 quality. There's also TSR if you're interested. And FSR1. But I think FSR3 and XeSS had less trails than TSR on low. If it isn't FSR 3.1, why even bother? I don't know. I thought it didn't have FSR in the first place, so... Oh, the sharpness. Let's put it on medium sharpness. So something like this. 1080p, FSR3 quality, XeSS runs better. It looks better on the environments, but on the hair, at least at first glance, FSR3 seems to be doing a better job there. Although it doesn't look as bad as low TSR. Low TSR has lots of trails. Although here I'm noticing a motion that is pretty chunky with FSR3. Definitely. Okay, Neely's bar, I guess. Is the X11 better than the X12? I think the X12 is more stable so far, although it uses more RAM and more VRAM. But the stutters, while they're still pretty bad when it comes to traversal, seems to be more consistent on the X12 once it loads whatever it has to load. Yeah, as you can see there. This to me makes more sense. Also can look with a 3060, we'll see it in a moment. Yeah, here in the middle, there's pretty thick fog. I really dig the heavy fog on this one. Finally somebody wants to add actual fog on a new game. I mean, on this one, in Silent Hill, you cannot not have this effect. Okay, excuse me, police thing. I need a pistol. Call 245-721, surely. If there's a phone, I'm going to call them. Oh, okay, it doesn't pause the game. Frick you, sir. Or whatever you are. I think he's dead. I need to make sure. I think it stutters because 4 gigs of VRAM. No, a lot of people were telling me that it happened even on higher end cards. 245-721. Can I use the phone? Of course not. It would have been asking too much. Yeah, I think medium is a bit too much for this card. Or maybe balanced FSR3. Yeah. Also it has, I'm seeing at the edges of the screen, at least it looks like it, chromatic aberration. And there's also a lot of save points, which should be a good thing, maybe because I'm playing on easy. But I saved 5 times already. In half an hour I could save 5 times. There was a hole here. It's gone now. Oof. That sounds dark. Actually, I'm not sure if this is real, but I saw on Twitter that this is the art in the disc on the PS5. There's a hole here. And in the middle of the disc, of course, there's a hole. Okay, cutscenes still locked to 30. Oof. Okay. Sure, I probably need this to open some door. Okay, there's only two things. I cannot use this? Okay. I'll take it later. There's a hole in here. Yeah, that sounds creepy. I cannot use this to open the door. Are you kidding me? I cannot use a broken vinyl record. It's like on Resident Evil Village. There's a place to put a key and there was like a family photo. Why doesn't it work? I'll find a disc at some point, I guess. Yeah, I'll probably lock it to 30. But so far on this card, it seems to be fine. I was expecting blurry garbage textures, but hey. Nash, muchas gracias por la donación de 20 pesos mexicanos. La D50 Edition no funciona en estos juegos, no la he probado. Capaz que al final, si hay tiempo. Yo creo que sí. Así que veremos. Se agradece la donación. Thanks to Nash for the 20 Mexican pesos donation. He asks for the 1050 Ti. And yes, we're probably doing it at the end. I think we'll have enough time. I'm just trying to find my way around here. But when I'm in the middle of the street in pools with very big reflections plus the fog, it drops, especially here closer to trees. I'm not fighting them. I don't mind playing the game at 30 FPS as long as you can crank up the settings. Yeah, medium with balanced FSR3 seems to be good. XeSS is also an option, of course. Okay, I'm taking everything. Oh, heals. And they're puking all over the window. Hey! Out of my lawn! Out of my property! Get out of here! Hi! Oh! Okay. That thing can get in here. Cool. I was expecting like Nemesis in Resident Evil 3 Remake that couldn't get inside buildings. Interesting, so I can lure them in here as well. Does the DLSS enabler work on this? It probably does. Okay, and this one is bugged, I think. Freak off. Okay. Seems like they're attracted to light, louder sounds as well. If you want to survive, say, in the dark. Too bad, it's daytime. Yeah, 3015X. I think I should be doing that swap right now. Okay, more notes. Alright, there we go. There's new things in the map. Cool. Okay, let's go to the save point. I reload super quickly the first part of the game just to see the forest super quick. And I swap because there's been 45 minutes already. But this is pretty entertaining when it comes to the atmosphere, at least for me. The animations though for combat I mean, it reminds me of the PS2 era. There doesn't seem to be a lot of weight in these animations. In my opinion, of course. I don't know. It just doesn't feel right. Or the animation, of course. Visually, it's pretty stunning. I think they nailed the atmosphere. Okay. Let me go back to the menu super quick. Is it exactly the same as the original? Nah, definitely not the same as the original. Just for the memes. Let's put the the dog mask. Frame gen, I mean, it's so slow paced. Maybe frame gen. Well, but you have some shooting in the game as well. Okay. Dog mask. Perfection. Okay, definitely the forest is way more demanding than the city. That's usually the case. So we get into the bottom of the 30 FPS thing, although the frame times are pretty bad. But we're on a 4GB GPU on medium settings, 1080p, low textures, low shadows, and balanced FSR3. This is way better than I was anticipating when it comes to this GPU. Yeah, I mean, putting a mask destroys the atmosphere, definitely. I'm looking for my wife, sir. Yeah, it's hard to take it seriously like this, but hey, at least you don't see the hair being pixelated with the upscaling. Yeah, the forest plus fog definitely kills the frame rate there. Yeah, I think you should play this at 30 for doing the 1650. There are some drops below 30 in specific. When you're looking into a distance, there's fog and foliage. But overall, as a 30 FPS title, I think it holds up. I'm using a mouse and keyboard as well. Mouse movement doesn't feel bad. Yeah, maybe I could lower a couple extra things. Shadows are already lowered. Let me see. This should help. No, it doesn't. The game doesn't care about my effects quality. Okay. Yeah, I would just keep it like this. The city was fine. See, it's Unreal 5. This is literally how the PS5 is going to run it. Now, the PS5 is a mix of 900p, 864p to 1440p when targeting 60. So it's actually... I was expecting more, honestly. And 30 FPS is always above 1440p. So for the 1650, 1080p, well, whichever super sampling option you desire, TSR is pretty demanding, but you got FSR1, FSR3, and XeSS. XeSS quality actually runs better than FSR3. I mean, FSR3 balanced is 33 FPS, sorry, 31 FPS, looking here. So instead of 31 with XeSS, we got 22. Huh, here it runs worse. Probably because it's quality. It's so different. Am I over the VRAM budget? Never mind. XeSS runs worse. Although it treats edges a little bit better, except in the hair. But you'd see the hair across the board. So I changed my mind. Keep it on FSR3 on this card. Can we try ultra performance? Yeah, sure. I'll put everything on low with the lowest resolution possible. But again, just do medium settings, low shadows, and low textures with FSR3 balance, and you should be good. I'll put everything on low super quick. with upscaling on the lowest as well. And let's see what it runs like. I'm not expecting a huge difference, I guess. Instead of 33, we get 35. 25. Yeah, I think we're over the VRAM budget. But the game doesn't seem to care that I'm changing settings at the moment. So you probably want to change the settings and restart the game, especially with 4 GB of VRAM. Hey Muffin. Yeah, the game doesn't look bad on low at all. Although with ultra performance upscaling it looks pretty bad. Especially the camera movement in FSR3 is very noticeable. So yeah. It's pretty funny though. Yeah, in motion XeSS actually holds up a bit better. So anyway, just to sum up the 1650, FSR3 balanced, and the render quality thing, something like this. That should do it. You tried it 15 minutes ago? I didn't read what you write. You're on constraints. You mean the X11? Yeah. I already tried the X11, but the X11 doesn't have FSR3. It only has FSR1 and TSR has a lot of trail issues. Optionally, you can do the X11, but it doesn't have FSR3. It has only the trash FSR1 and TSR, which on normal looks good, but it's pretty demanding, so it's hard to tell. But you're not as VRAM constrained, that's for sure. Ah, no worries, Benchart. Thanks for helping. So let's swap to the next GPU. Let's disable any super sampling. Let's put it on Epic just because. I mean, if you look at the image at the right, high and Epic. I mean, on Epic you can see the extra depth to the reflections, but it's not a bad looking game, even on low settings. The draw distance is affected, but that's about it. So anyway, and there's also dynamic res. Let me see if I can put it on Epic with dynamic res. Yeah, not gonna happen. I mean, it doesn't look bad at all, even on low. Anyway. No, by default, at least for me on this card, it took like a solid 2 minutes to launch the first time. Again, on the 1650. But it launched on the X11. Not entirely sure if the game chooses that for you. Or maybe because I always fiddle around with DX11, DX12 on games that only support DX12 and real stuff. Alright, here we go. 3056 gigs. No, this is the 8GB version. We need a crossover between Benchmark King and Santiago. Yeah, but I mean, the crossover will be like, okay, make the settings, I'll run them on multiple GPUs. So I don't know, I think for him it will be pretty redundant, because I already do that. When I have doubts about an options menu in a game, I watch his videos. By the way, if you're watching this, Benchmark King, I love your content. Good stuff. Sí, la musiquita no puede faltar. Speedrun? Yeah. GPU swap any percentage world record. For you, DxO gave you less stutters. Yeah, I mean, once I got to the town, I got more traversal stutters, but overall it seemed to be fine. On the X11 though, it didn't slow down as heavily. So it's a mixed bag, usually, when you try a new Unreal Engine game forcing the X11. So Epic, no upscaling right now. We'll launch all our FPS softwares. I think I got everything, yeah. Wish me luck. Does the game have FSR frame gen? It doesn't seem like it. I haven't seen the frame gen option. And before I forget, I disable the audio and re-enable it, just in case, you never know. I'm not hearing anything. Oh, never mind, there it is. I'm guessing it's compiling shaders a little bit. Oh, dynamic res, funny. So just for the memes, obviously I'm doing the Epic preset. Let's enable it from here. So the Epic setting has lots of things, but a ton of motion blur. And let's try it like this. What time is it in Uruguay? 5:40 AM there? Whoa, that's pretty far away. It's 9:40 PM over here. Okay, super sampling. We should have DLSS now. Yeah, DLSS, awesome. We're going to try this later. First, I like to do it without any upscaling, just to see what it runs like. Probably not well. But we have a gigabyte of VRAM now, so that's a good thing. $940 here, same as here. Oh, same as Canada. Okay, almost the same. You can use FrameGen, edit game folder. Oh yeah, I'm not doing that. Not today. Maybe in a separate video. But the INI file tweak, there's always something in the INI file. It's incredible what people can discover there. What should I change in the config file? Do I need to add a command or only change a setting? Because if it's adding a command, it's kind of a pain for most people, I'm guessing. DLSS 3 on AMD card? Not really. You can use DLSS swapper, but that's basically replacing it with FSR 3. There's only 2 lines you add? Okay. On the highest settings, 22 FPS, without upscaling, of course. Let's see what it runs like with... Okay, so this is the Epic setting, 26 FPS. On high, we get 34. Okay, that's a good boost. On medium, instead of 34, we get 36. And on low, probably not much more. Okay, 52. Jesus, that's a huge performance difference there. I'm guessing there's one option that goes to low. Hold up. I need to figure this out before we continue. Yeah, shadows on low is probably the code over here. The key. So instead of 27, we get 34. Okay, that's one big jump. The second big jump, maybe shaders. Textures is fine. Yeah, effects maybe. Instead of 34, 35, nope. We're trying one by one. I'm sorry, I'm curious. Shaders maybe. Yeah, definitely shaders. So shaders, shadows, separate translucency. This in Call of Duty games helps, but not here apparently. Motion blur, yeah, no thanks. SSR, I'm not changing that. But it's funny, these two options already made a huge difference. Try without screen space reflections. I mean, yeah, it doesn't do anything at this point. Maybe in the city it will make a difference though. Yeah, I think with shaders on low and shadows on low, we should be more than fine to get 60s with some upscaling. So 1080p epic plus low shadows and shaders. Yeah, I mean, we jumped from 20 to 40 something. Not sure on the shadows though. What's going to change? Let me go back to the city. Medium shaders, low shadows, probably. Qué lástima, José. Sí, no debe tener hardware suficiente. Debe ser un tema de arquitectura. Okay, obviously the city is easier to run. It's looking pretty good. Why do I still have the dog mask? What the hell? Oh, there's also ray tracing. I haven't noticed this. This is probably hardware ray tracing, right? We're trying that later as well. Hold up. Medium shaders from 57. Okay, shaders on medium. Let me see if shaders on medium has a huge impact. This probably does. Yeah, we lose 10 frames. I wonder what it changes exactly. Because the performance impact is pretty large. Let's put this on medium instead. And we're putting upscaling. I'm guessing with DLSS quality we should be way above what we're targeting. Yeah. GG easy. Hardware and software lumen. Okay, makes sense. Let me see if I can remove the mask. He's kind of bothering me now. There we go. Much better. Much more immersive now. Okay, so as an example, if I'm looking down, so this pole has a lot of materials. It's very simplified. Hang on, there's somebody chasing after me. Anyway, I don't see any materials, although with this environment, it looks okay like this. But what about hardware? Does hardware give us materials as well? Hardware ray tracing, I mean. I hope it doesn't crash. Oh yeah, that's way better. What the hell? Even the cables at the top are reflected now, and James as well. Look, even the down part of the mask, the bottom part, is reflected now. That's pretty cool. Although the performance impact, actually it's not so bad when it comes to the performance impact. I was expecting much worse. What the hell? You can smell that place? Yeah. Reminds me of my country as well. I live in Uruguay. But hey, those reflections look amazing. I mean, I can even see the individual wires. That's cool. And if I disable that, yeah, no more cable, only simple models. Yeah, models have less detail in the reflection. Interesting. And also I don't see James reflected. Yeah, the character is also not reflected without the ray tracing option. Yeah. Interesting. I actually really like this option. On this game it actually does make sense. Look, now I'm reflected on the ground as well. Does the DLSS make a big difference? When it comes to performance, definitely. But on this one I'm really noticing the improvement in the reflection. It blows my mind, actually. Although the resolution of the reflection is a bit low, but I'm guessing that's because I'm upscaling from 1080p. It doesn't have lots of pixels to work with. Favorite Silent Hill? I didn't play Silent Hill back then because I was very afraid and I was too young to play that. So I played Resident Evil instead. And that already scared me, so... Yeah, with a 1650 you can actually play it fine. You just need to do some upscaling. Oh, hi there! Ooh, he puked on my face. Wow, this one is pretty strong. Ah, much better. Also, I'm not sure if I get a flashlight later, but would be pretty helpful. Yeah, fail frame, also creepy AF. Okay, what did I get? A syringe, which I'm going to be using right now. Also, the white noise, I think it signifies there's enemies coming after me. Nope. Not puking on my face again. I'm making sure it's not getting back up. Yeah, Fatal Frame is underrated. Feel the craving, you just can't help it, go for it, happy burger. What you need is what you get. On the run, grab something to go. Yeah, that's a great slogan. Anyway, so at least in the city, with upscaling and ray tracing, it actually runs pretty well. Ray tracing, I'm pretty impressed. It's not as demanding as I initially expected. Please die. There we go. Stay dead, please. Okay. Oh, yeah, the traversal stutter is what ruins it a little. This looks so similar to Alan Wake 2 for some reason. Yeah, I mean, creepy town with nobody living there. Music that tries to scare you, random monsters here and there. My guess is that Alan Wake saw Silent Hill 2 as well, and they were like, oh man, what a legendary game. Am I reflected in the car? Yes, I am, with screen space. No pistol? Yeah, it's on Steam. Okay, it drops into the 40s here in the middle square. But hey, it looks pretty good. I really like the visuals. I think 1440p should be doable on this one, but let's first... Let me disable ray tracing. Oh, by the way, if you want to do ray tracing, maybe balance the DLSS makes more sense. You still drop below 60, but maybe it's a good in between. Although the hair already has some artifacting on balanced DLSS. Yeah, it's awesome to break cars randomly for no reason. But this is a perfect game when it comes to adding reflections to random puddles on the ground. Oh no, there's a random cloth. I cannot get in. Maybe. Let me try 1440p. Although VRAM is being used quite a bit now, but I was expecting worse VRAM usage, all things considered. But if you want to play without ray tracing, medium shadows, medium shaders, if you want more FPS, low shadows, and you should be good to go. RT off. I didn't check if my upscaling, yeah, it's on quality. And there you get screen space plus software lumen. So you don't lose ray tracing 100% by not enabling it. It's still there. It's UE5. Is it dead? Yeah, it kind of looks like the town from Devil Within 2, although in Devil Within 2 the town is divided in pieces floating in the air. Nothing inside the car. But as you can see again, there's still reflections if you turn off ray tracing. This is the software ray tracing from the UE5 thing, Lumen. That's why there's simplified geometry there, mixed with screen space stuff. Looks pretty good, especially in a game like this. Oh, thank you. Please tell me that there's a gun. And there's someone under the car. Jesus. Oof. Okay, I got handgun ammo. That's a good thing. Does it use nanites? I don't know. It probably does. I didn't see any noticeable popping so far when it comes to the geometry. But sometimes when you look through the fog, there's some LODs going in. You can see some popping when looking into the distance. Sometimes you gotta look very closely, but the fog really covers it pretty well. And when it comes to LODs, haven't noticed anything past the fog. It's pretty subtle. So probably using nanite as well. Oh, bugs. No smoking inside. What about outside? But yeah, very good looking game. It's just the animation that bothers me. The animation of the attacks. Let's try native 1440p. We kill everything. Yeah, we gotta hit the bug in the floor. We gotta destroy the police car. We gotta do everything. So 1440p, quote unquote epic, with medium shadows and medium shaders. And that's basically it. Native 1440p. Okay, it looks way sharper now. Yeah, here I'll probably still use upscaling. But it looks insanely sharp in comparison. Especially the hair. The hair close around the fog, it doesn't dither as much. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I don't know what happened with the animation. Maybe they did it to match the older Silent Hill games, the more janky style, I guess, of the animations. But I don't know if they did it on purpose or not. This door wakes the darkness opening into nightmares. Ah, it's probably my room. Oh, no, it's not my room. It's Asmongold's house behind here. The door in the darkness open into nightmares. Welcome to the stream, guys. Asmongold here. Anything inside the car? Actually, if you want a native 1440p, probably just low shadows. Yeah, Asmongold's bathroom. Yeah, never mind. Just put shadows on low. Mid shaders, low shadows. Again, I don't know exactly what you miss with low shadows, but you can do native 1440p pretty well. Okay, I'm seeing some issues with the reflections there, but I really do like the fog. The fog looks pretty cool. Oh, it's closed, but I can still break the windows. Asmongold ray traced. It would be pretty disgusting, I guess. So the police car had ammo. I think I missed one window. No, I didn't. But what I need is a gun. Just to waste all the ammunition in the first enemy. There we go. No, I don't hate Asmon. I watch his content. He's very funny. I'm saying disgusting because he doesn't wash his house. I hope one day I can meet him. He's pretty funny. Maybe I'm being a little bit too ambitious, but hey, I'm just making fun of him. Oof, not the vomit again. Stay down, please. Wreck the front window of the car when you get bullets? Of course, I'll try that. That's the first thing you gotta do. Yeah, despite not using upscaling, I can still see ghosting around the character in certain places. But again, I'm looking a bit too hard into it, I guess. The indirect lighting. Let me see if the shadows affect this in any way. Maybe it's the amount of rays, like the indirect lighting in Wukong. No, it still happens. Never mind. Ignore my previous assessment. Okay, low shadows, balanced DLSS. Yeah, there is ghosting, especially at the wall. But that wasn't an upscaler, it was at native. Although, yeah, I'm noticing maybe with ray tracing on, that gets cleaned up. Maybe. Let me check. Maybe with hardware ray tracing. No, it still happens. Again, this is the first wall that I noticed with that issue. But it's definitely the indirect lighting. Yeah, it's worse without the ray tracing. So I'm guessing you need a higher resolution, less upscaling, and hardware ray tracing off. Hardware ray tracing on. Yeah, it makes sense. Same with this reflection over here. It's a mix of screen space and ray tracing. I cannot see anything though. Ah, it's open. Never mind. Yeah, INI file for FSR frame gen. Broken Hill 2 with Santiago Santiago, yeah. Cool. Let's save once more. I've been here already. It's pretty creepy when it comes to the atmosphere so far. Oh, nice. This casts a light, a red light that casts shadows. Neat detail. Is there a photo mode? No, of course not. Yeah, that's a pretty nice detail, actually. And I cannot climb over this box and go to that side for some reason. Alright. 1440p with upscaling seems alright. If you want to do ray tracing, 1080p it's not a bad idea, but use upscaling. Although the reflections without the hardware RT on still look pretty good. Pretty convincing. There has to be something in this car. Nope. Yeah, I've been here already. Let me very quickly go back to the forest. How to change the X12 to the X11? That's pretty simple, I'll show you. One sec. Okay, yeah. Definitely the forest is when it suffers the most. It's pretty heavy. But this is usually what happens with UE5 games. You have fog in a forest, but then you get out of the forest and it's fine. Not sure how much forest there is in the game. I'm guessing if it's called Silent Hill, you're inside the city and creepy places. So again, I'm not sure how common it is to be in a forest in this game. If you're playing something else, like a game called The Forest, you're basically in a forest the whole time. So I don't know, again, how often you can do that. He shot in a well. Yeah, I mean, he's just pretty funny, GameSlore. He's doing a character, clearly. There's a cutscene mod already for unlocking the FPS and ultra-wide fix mod. I'm not surprised. Yeah, the cutscenes being locked at 30 is a deal breaker. Dad? Oh yeah, UE5 and Forest, Grey Zone Warfare. Yeah, I forgot that game even existed, man. Jesus Christ. There has to be a foliage option. Maybe I'm missing something here. Textures. I mean, if there's no option for foliage or draw distance, there has to be a reason for that. Or maybe it's only in the main menu. Silent Hill community are experts on fixes and patches. Good point, yeah. So many garbage PC ports. They basically rebuilt the original on PC. Yeah, there's no foliage quality. That makes me guess that foliage is not super common in the game, but maybe I'm wrong. Anyway, let's do 4K. For that, I'll probably need to restart the game. It's a big change in resolution. Sí, Juan, está en Steam. ¿Qué dice Hiro? ¿Todo bien? Hang on, I'll reboot my capture card super quick. Okay. Never mind, didn't need to restart. We're lowering shade. Let's keep the shaders the same, shadows on low, and the rest like this. There's actually not a lot of quote-unquote room for performance increases. Just lower shadows and shaders, and you should be good. And maybe effects a little bit. Let's call this mid-high, it's not epic. But the epic setting is basically everything on high. There's no ultra, quote-unquote. And you can also disable the screen space stuff, which is not a huge loss, because there's still something being reflected in the geometry. There's geometry in the reflections, better said. Did you see the Joker 2? No, after my brother went to the advanced premiere, and he said it was a musical and they didn't stop singing, and I was like, okay, not for me. Alright. Okay, this actually performance DLSS. So yeah, again, forest drops into the upper 20s. But the forest is the forest, I guess. The trailers look pretty bad. Yeah. No, I'm not watching it. Everybody says it's bad. I usually believe them. Yeah, and the city seems to be okay so far. Okay. Let's go around. So you can do 4K DLSS performance, internally 1080p, but it looks pretty sharp. Take some coffee. I didn't go to the market yet. It's funny, I'm talking to about this like if I was sightseeing in a new town. Hey guys, look, I'm in Silent Hill. Welcome. We're going to see the market and the cafe. Yeah, probably. Game slowed. Asmongon released 40 minutes ago a video about the Joker movie. I'll watch that, definitely. Let's see. Grand Market. 50% off. Okay, this is clearly just a static texture 3D model thing, not super detailed. It's locked. And the traversal stutter still happens. Frame gen, I don't think I will try it at the moment. Hang on, I got some bugs to kill. Alright, there's a pin. I'll get it at some point. Not every place is accessible though. But I'd say what ruins it the most, again, for me, is the traversal thing. Okay, keypad, jukebox, groovy music. I gotta go to groovy music. By the way, if you don't have good spatial orientation, this probably won't be for you. DLSS Ultra Performance available? Yeah, definitely. But Ultra Performance is more for a higher resolution, I would say, than 4K. Yeah, I'm noticing also some dithering on the reflections, close to the edge of the camera. Excuse me, sir. Passing through. Oh yeah, it doesn't pause the game when I open the map. Run! No, this is not groovy music. Yeah, there we go. Okay, before reading that... Ooh! This part, what the hell happened there? Also, it got in from outside. I think it was loading outside and inside at the same time. Oh, they actually do follow me, okay. Excuse me, sir. Sorry to bother you. I need to get out. I'm back in. Oof. Of course, there's two of them. Three of them, my bad. Oof. I'm glad I can remap the QuickTime event to not mash buttons. And I have no more heals. Good on me. Let's just get in. Glue. Perfection, just what I needed. Okay, I need to glue it together. Was this in the original game? This is very Resident Evil now. Combine the disc with glue and the other piece of... Oh my god, I'm a genius! Yeah, but that traversal stutter is pretty obvious. I love that they put the glue there. If it was a Resident Evil game, there would just be two pieces of the disc. Music can bring you back to those wonderful moments you thought lost. No, they're still lost. Now in Resident Evil that this would say, oh yeah, there's an engraving on this disc. I wonder what it means. What is T-Mac? Or T-Match? Yeah, I'm also noticing when I'm looking at the map and then I go back and look up, it's similar to Alan Wake 2 in that regard. Opening the map, it's like, it's fine, and then suddenly I look outside and bleh, it vomits 20 FPS for a moment. I'm guessing it's recalculating stuff. But the traversal stutter is pretty obvious. I would say that's the most noticeable thing out of it. Okay. Yeah, nice detail. Anyway. So, oh, before I swap to the next one, to the next card, there was a hole here. It's gone now. Same. Yeah, of course I made the game crash. You just open the properties, and instead of forcing DX11, you can put DX12 as well. That's how you choose, basically. You do the same on Steam. Let's swap GPUs. There was a GPU here. It's gone now. — 4060, yeah, after the 3060. Me when I find a girlfriend that fills the void of my heart. Good luck. Good luck, soldier. He didn't even turn the PSU off. Why would I do that? Why would I do things correctly? EVGA, yeah, rest in pepperoni is EVGA. That's scarier than the game. The fact that EVGA is no longer making GPUs. Well, the 3060 Ti is faster, so shouldn't be a huge thing. The only downside I would say on that one is the 8 GB of VRAM. A Perfectul 4. Todo bien. Tiene cuando te vas moviendo la ciudad, tiene como unos tirones, pero no parecen ser shader compilation. Okay, welcome back. 3060. We're going to do 1080p on the highest, just for the memes. 1080p epic. DLSS off. Ray tracing. Let's keep it disabled for now. Do you speak any other idioma más allá de Spanish e inglés? No, I only speak English and Spanish exclusively. I tried to learn Chinese, but it was like, oh man, there's a different alphabet, and I was like, I don't want to do this. I was forcing myself to learn Chinese or Japanese, even, and I'm like, man, I don't want to learn another language. I have enough with English. I want to basically try to perfect my English enough so I don't need to learn another language. But I've been speaking English since I was like 2. Luckily, I was early on the English train. (1080p). Yeah, I mean, Chinese and Japanese are the hardest, especially because, again, the alphabet doesn't match. There's no alphabet. They use concepts and drawings. It's weird. It kind of makes your brain explode for a few moments. Okay, Epic preset, which again is basically everything on high. It's kind of pointless in my opinion, but the option is there. And DLSS, let's turn it off. Let's rip and tear. And let me check if my monitor is actually at 1080p. Yeah, it is. Awesome. Of course, first we're going to the forest. It kind of bothers me, but where are you from? From Latam? Yes, I'm from Uruguay. A small country between Argentina and Brazil with 3.5 million people. I was going to say users. Man. Yeah, 3.5 million people. Good old US education system had me saying EARF instead of Earth. Earth. I never heard about that. What the hell? Is it pronounced Earth or Earth? What city? Montevideo, it's called. It's a small city, but it's the center of the country, basically. Okay, so on the highest settings, except in ray tracing, on 1080p without any upscaling, we're at 30. What would I do in this case? Well, for what I've learned so far from playing the game, again, just personal experience, you go to the quality settings and instead of ultra, see the shadows, medium or low. I think medium is a good in between. Shade is on medium. Effects, it helps a tiny bit. And there you go, a mix of medium and high. To me, at least without looking at it side by side, it still looks like Silent Hill 2 Remake, and you get a massive performance boost. You get like 15 FPS more with that alone. And then on top of it, you can put upscaling. And there you go. 50 to 60 in the forest, which means over 60 in the city. No, not 169 likes. Not anymore? What? Yeah, we need 200 now. So, also another thing that you can do, you can basically put shadows on low. I'm not sure exactly what it affects, but as you can see, it's the biggest FPS difference. So low shadows, mid-high settings, and DLSS on quality now. I mean, I don't know what shadows on low removes from us, but it's a pretty massive difference. Boca River, ninguno. Soy de Uruguay. Yeah, shadows always uses a lot of resources. And I think here you can actually just enable ray tracing. Oh, before that though, let me load the city so I show you what I'm talking about. I need to use anti-aliasing with DLSS on. It's a good idea. Usually UE5, Unreal Engine in general, without TAA, really breaks, visually speaking. So yeah, there you go. In the city, it's not a problem. The city is super easy to render in comparison. So you can just, if you're using upscaling, enable ray tracing on this one. Again, I don't know what we're losing by dropping shadows to low. But now you have actual ray tracing, hardware ray tracing, and it's looking pretty good. Sí, Steven, sí tiene. El traversal stutter. Yeah, guys, for the people, for the uninitiated that just joined us, the game does have traversal stutter. Okay. Of course, there's a button missing. Okay, I see. So the disc is on blue number 2. But of course number 2 is missing. I don't have a coin. I'm basically completely poor and useless in this game. Shadows is really heavy, yeah. Yeah, but again, I don't know what we're missing exactly. Because I mean, with the fog plus the the clouds, a day like this in real life doesn't usually cast a lot of shadows. So it's hard for me to tell. I'm not sure if it means global illumination. It doesn't seem to though. But I mean, shadows on low 76. If I put it on medium, jumps from 76 all the way down to 70. We lose 6 frames with ray tracing on. But shadows is pretty heavy when it comes to foliage heavy locations, but I don't know how often you see that in this game. That's kind of the problem right now. Sunny Hill 2. Ooh. No, not the puke! I'm happy though that there is no stamina bar. Otherwise I'd be screwed in this game. Okay, jukebox. That's close. Oh, the apartments. Which way is it? Behind me. Theo's brother after Joker 2, yeah, no. He's not watching another event premiere in his life. Locked. Apartment 5 left his key, says there's a leak from upstairs. Gotta check it out. I'd rather not check it out. I'm guessing the key is here. Or of course it's locked. And thank you Games Lord for still being an awesome supporter on the channel. Being a member. Thank you, sir. It really does help tremendously. Okay. A lot of drugs. Yeah, W Games Lord. Yeah, like the kids say, W. Oh yeah, thank you. Finally red can leave my screen. Ah, much better. Okay, 3. There's a leak above apartment 5. There we go. Another bug. Okay, I'm on 1. Okay, the keys are there. 5 is in the second floor. Oh, never mind. Apartment 2 is right here. Okay, I'm right next to apartment 1. Yeah, those vaccines, I wouldn't grab those vaccines or those drinks and drink them in Silent Hill. I'm sorry, but not happening. Cool. I'm a genius. Look at me with my key. Why force cutscenes at 30? Your guess is as good as mine. Okay, white noise means enemies. Gotcha. But as I was saying, on the 3060, I got a little bit talking about whatever. 1080p, DLSS quality, and ray tracing on. If you don't want to use upscaling, you can disable it. But ray tracing is hardware ray tracing when you enable this. But there's still ray tracing if you turn this off. So if you want the maximum performance, it's not a huge performance loss. I mean, it's a noticeable loss in performance, ray tracing on. But with ray tracing off, it still does have software lumen. So it still looks pretty good. And honestly, with the upscaling, it still looks good. 6, I'm guessing 5. Yeah, of course, it's the one here. Okay. There's a leak. Okay. Yeah, it's so jarring to swap to 30 FPS cutscenes right after playing at like 60. Is there a difference between low and medium shadows? I didn't notice really at the moment. But the swap to 30 FPS cutscenes ruins it quite a bit. I don't know what they were thinking. Probably the cutscenes run worse than the game itself, but still. It's too jarring. Sí, corre mejor en DirectX 11, pero hay menos opciones de upscaling. Yeah, guys, if you're playing on DX11... Oh, shortcut? No. Okay, I guess no shortcut at the moment. So as I was saying, yeah, you can do DX11, but you won't have hardware ray tracing, and you won't have FSR3, I think. I'm not sure if the DLSS is included. Oh man. The ambient sounds are what actually scares me the most. So yeah, you lose the hardware ray tracing if you play on DX11, and you're more CPU bound. But it should perform better in general. Oh no, don't put your hand in there, James. No! No! Oh man, why? Why would you do that? What the hell is wrong with you? Oh, okay. If it's to grab the key, I'll take it. Okay, and now a 30 FPS cutscene. What the hell, man? That ruins it so much. The door needs a key. You mean a key? You mean kicking it open? Yeah, but as I was saying, I don't know what the difference in this case is between medium and low shadows. Because I haven't gotten to a place where shadows are that obvious. Maybe later in the game, I don't know. But I'm guessing at some point... Correr un servidor a patadas. Yeah. If a server breaks, you just kick it open. Kick the RAM. And at some point it's going to work again. But, well, if you can notice the reflection over there, apart from being screen space, let me see if the hardware ray tracing can fix that inconsistency. I don't think it's a big deal, honestly. But as you can see, with hardware ray tracing, you actually do get reflections in more stuff. Even your own character. You can see him reflected at the bottom there. Nice details. But if you don't have that ray tracing on, the game relies on software lumen for ray tracing, plus screen space reflections. In this case, as you can see, we don't need screen space for this foliage. But you're not usually, I mean, let's be honest, if you're not looking for it, you're not usually doing, oh yeah, look at this reflection. It's like, no. Most people are not looking at that, but it's a nice detail to have. 4060 FPS. On a 3060 you want 4060 FPS. So we jump from 80 to, well, we get like 15 FPS more without them. But again, you lose some stuff looking down. Oof. Oh no. Unplayable. Not everything is reflecting. 1 out of 10. Cannot see. So I think it adds immersion, but you need to be looking for it. If you don't use DLSS at all and no ray tracing... Actually, with DLSS, the reflections on screen space look better. Without it, it just uses the engine TAA. It doesn't look amazing. Let me show you super quick what I'm talking about. Those are the reflections on native. As you can see, they move. But if I enable DLSS, let's see what happens. Let's see if they still move. So with DLSS, it actually fixes the grainy reflections there. That's pretty interesting. Yeah, there's shimmering with ray tracing as well. Hey, Mr. Sammy, it's been a while, man. ¿Qué dice? ¿Todo bien? So yeah, the reflection with DLSS actually improves quite significantly. But the ray tracing still has pixelated edges. Especially the cables. But again, I'm nitpicking over here. I'm looking at a puddle directly. When you're playing the game, you're not usually looking down. Most people don't do that. But as you can see, I even have self-reflections. That's pretty cool. I like when they add those details. And those are optional. Without it, the game still looks good. That's how you do it. Let's do 1440p now. 1080p, I would say put shadows on medium, the rest on the highest, and DLSS quality, and you should be good. At least most of the time. Same settings on 4060. Yeah, basically the same. Maybe with ray tracing we get a bit more performance. RT off. 1440p, medium shadows. And honestly, again, native, I'd rather play with DLSS on this one. Just looking at that reflection told me anything I needed to know. I think we could even use DLSS quality at 1440p. Very quickly, this is what I'm using. Shadows especially kills performance. But that's basically it. And I disabled motion blur, to the surprise of no one. And you can get more frames at 1440p with balanced DLSS, but I think this nails it. The thing that destroys the game to me is the 30 FPS cutscenes and the traversal stutter. Also, it seems that the physics, or the animation better said, for paper and all that, it's at 30 FPS, I think. So yeah, that's a bit jarring as well. The motion of these objects, it's not fluid. And again, the traversal stutter. Yeah, this game supports FrameGen, but you need to enable it from an INI file. Balanced. Also, I'm playing on easy. But also I have no money, no coins. There's one place I haven't visited. Probably the restaurant. Oh yeah, I didn't even go to the middle of the map. There's more than one map. Hold up. What the hell? Oh, okay. Okay, I gotcha. Okay. There's also a keypad. I didn't even know there was another... Okay. Probably the apartments is when it drops frames the most. More reflective surfaces, I'm guessing. Yeah, this way. I never went this way. The LSS balance of performance. I think balanced makes more sense in this case. Breaking public property. Oh look, more private property I can destroy. Let's keep going. No, Mr. Sammy, no lo planeo eso. Está muy lejos. Muy lejos o no existente. Squashing bugs. What am I, a developer? Okay. Happy Burger. Yeah, vandalism. I mean, let's be honest. When you're playing a game, you do lots of vandalism to see what happens. And I think there's an enemy nearby because there's... You'll see sooner or later, you'll see. Obviously, yeah. There we go. Okay, let's run away. No bottles over there. Excuse me. No. I am with someone. I have a wife, but we're not planning on having kids. We cannot even afford to live on our own at the moment. So yeah, kids is out of the question. Especially, I mean, I have 3 jobs. I fix computers, I make YouTube videos, and I'm a tester. And that's still not enough. I need to do more. So I'm too busy for that. But if you ever see me with a kid, I'll probably be sleeping. Or I'll go somewhere to buy cigarettes. Nah, I'm kidding. I'd never do that. It wouldn't happen in the first place. And also, I like spending money on fun stuff. Kids kinda kill that unless you have a lot of money. Not the case for me. Okay, the keypad. Canada is rough. I imagine so. ¿Qué es 20? Yeah, I mean, I'm good at explaining things, I guess. There we go. Yeah, I love that they allow me to break windows randomly. Okay, so there was a note. Checked from 000 to 4013. Took almost 2 hours, had to run. What? Oh, okay. Check from 4014 to 4439. Ah, man. It's probably so obvious, but I don't even want to think at the moment. Oh, I gotcha. No, I don't know. Hold up. My brain doesn't want to do anything. Okay. Nope. Four, 4. Oh, okay. On standard is 4444. On easy is 4442. Sorry for the spoilers. Try 4K? Hell yeah. One sec. Here we go. 4K. Los stutters al moverse por el mapa pasan, lamentablemente. Okay, 4K. I'm directly going to performance DLSS and keeping everything the same. That's usually how it goes. Okay. Oh, and I need to restart the capture card because otherwise you guys see everything at 30 FPS. Yeah, it's a bug. Also, I cannot see anything. But it looks pretty sharp. Okay, more pistol rounds. Heck yeah. Where's the pistol though? I really like that effect on the door. That glass. That's pretty cool. Same, Mr. Sammy. It's been a while. Yeah, I don't think I have a flashlight here. I'll take that. ¡Pua! Sí, tal cual, Benjamín, te armas tremenda máquina. Qué horror. Okay, so this was only for supplies. Okay. I guess. Woodside apartments. Let's go back to that. But 4K, at least outside the forest, it's fine. $4K. What do you think the game so far? I mean, so far it feels... I haven't played the original. I was too scared for that when I was a kid, so I never got to it. But this feels like less action Resident Evil, although I don't know, the atmosphere is more creepy. I don't know why I have this camera angle. I don't know, it implies some effed up stuff. But there's less focus on combat. So many people here. There's nobody. I mean, at the moment seems to be classic survival horror stuff. Okay. Recibido, Benjamin. Okay, everything is locked. I don't know, I think the creep factor with worse graphics on the PS2 made it more... I don't know, it feels like Resident Evil Lite. Less combat, more focus on, okay, let's make an effed up world with puzzles. So yeah, that's basically what I'm thinking right now. I always took the originals more like, man, this game is super creepy and I won't be able to sleep tomorrow and I have school. That's basically my... I mean, it has the survival horror stuff, but it's less combat. But it has that creepy atmosphere that I cannot explain. But I'm also streaming the game, I'm not really playing it alone in the dark with headphones. I mean, if I was playing this without you guys, I would be pretty scared. It looks pretty creepy. It's like something is going to jump at me at any second. Do you even have a gun? At the moment I haven't found it. at the moment. I'm guessing I will because I saw it in the trailers, but this is the very beginning of the game. I'm going to try to get more ahead. But I'm exploring. I think it's what the game wants you to do. The environments are gorgeous. And you can destroy windows. You'll be like a Linux user. But I really do love the effect here on the door. That's pretty cool. Yeah, it looks pretty cool. I think this game is more of an atmosphere thing. Okay, I already been here because there's a dead enemy. Yeah, he's dead. But what kind of kills it for me is the traversal stutter. It's pretty obvious. And it's a little bit too dark, but maybe that's on purpose. Maybe this restaurant is what I'm missing. Es mala palabra en Puerto Rico decir eso. Decir bichos. Of course it's locked. Yeah, no. So it's this way, but I don't have the key. Yeah. What I'm missing is the key. And I need a coin to put in the jukebox. I think I missed something. Maybe the cafe. It's funny that he just finds stuff in the world and he's like, oh yeah, I need to go to that cafe from that matchbox that I saw. The beginning of the game tanks performance on PS5. Okay. Yeah, I mean, it's the forest. It kind of makes sense. Usually, that's way more demanding. American cafe. Oh no, it's closed. Silent Hill is the worst. American cafe is always closed. No key, no coin. Oof. Just like in real life. No key and no coin. I'm probably about to get a gun at some point, but let me save before I go back to the forest. I think I got what to do next. This save screen is so funny. I don't know if the original had this. Just a character's face. But what killed performance for me so far was the first 2 minutes of the game. Yeah, I mean, it's to be expected, the forest drops. But in Alan Wake 2 is a huge part of the game. As you can see in the forest here, it drops into the low 30s. But here at least we have some room to spare. In the city it's not low 30s, it's in the forest here. But again, I don't know how much forest you see in the game. In Alan Wake 2, more than half of the game is forest. So on that game it makes sense to benchmark there. It was just so red. Okay. It's funny to see his face just blank staring at me. So yeah. Anyway, for the 3060, I'll probably do either 1080p on high settings, medium shadows, and ray tracing on. If you want to use DLSS. If you don't want to use DLSS for some reason, in this game I think it looks better than native. Do higher settings, medium shadows, ray tracing disabled, you should be fine. Or 1440p with DLSS balanced and low shadows. Low shadows boosts the game significantly. But if you're looking at presets, the game, I mean, if you look at that image behind me, epic, high, medium, low. It doesn't seem to be much of a loss. Seems to be the reflection quality, first of all, and the ambient occlusion, and the screen space reflections. Okay, but it still looks good on low. The hair though looks a bit of depth, but that's about it. So I wouldn't bother too much with the highest settings. Just shadows on medium or low. Shadows on low is a huge performance improvement. I mean, shadows on the highest, it's kind of nonsense when it comes to performance. I don't know why this is not on 1080p though. I'm still at 4K. Yeah, low still looks great, which I think is a good thing. When low looks potato, that usually means lazy. It's been 8 years. How do you still remember me? Because you've been speaking quite a bit, so I remember people usually. But again, highest shadows looks something like this. But I haven't seen really shadows like you usually see, like the stencil shadow around some light source. That's probably coming later. But it's 34 on high, and if you put the shadows on medium, instead of 33, you get a boost to 36, 37. And well, if you put shadows on low, instead of 37, you get 47. So it's a massive performance increase. But also I'm looking at trees and there's no foliage option. Also, I think some of those trees is actually a flat texture. Oh no, it's not. It's just heavy depth of field. Never mind. So yeah, it doesn't require a lot of effort to tweak it. It's mostly lower shadows and lower shaders and effects a bit, and you're good. Let's keep it on the highest though for the next card. Do you need to play Silent Hill 1 before 2? I don't think so. I mean, I know what the first one and the second one are about, because I was like, since I didn't want to play those games because I was scared, I looked up the story and all that, and it's kind of creepy. So yeah. Alright, this one has RGB, so 1000% FPS increase. Is it possible to disable all the post-processing like depth of film and film grain? I'm guessing there's probably a config file tweak or a mod to do that. Link to that song, it's at the bottom of the description. So as I was saying, okay, Silent Hill 2 is its own story, gotcha. But you probably just want to know what Silent Hill is in general. It's basically a creepy town where effed up stuff happens. That's all you need to know. 4060 i5, high medium, 50 to 60 DLSS quality, 80 to 90. Makes sense. With stutters, yeah, same here. Happens. Lots of traversal stutter. Is that the 4060? Yes, sir. Low is for those complaining game looks too clean for Silent Hill 2. Okay. They want them to look identical to the PS2. I mean, they can do that. They just open RPCS2 and you got it. You can play Silent Hill 2. There's even a PC version of the original that with mods looks incredible. 1080p, epic, DLSS off, So yeah, I mean, I get it that they're purists when it comes to the visuals, but you can just play the original if you don't like the better graphics. They probably changed something on the story, but I don't know. A very good looking 4060, I agree. I mean, I didn't even know when I bought it that it had RGB, but it looks pretty cool at the side. It's not super... It doesn't distract you from everything else inside the computer. Oh yeah, 4060. So for the 4060, again, we're doing, right now at least, the highest settings without motion blur. Just personal preference. And the highest settings just to start. You don't need the highest settings on this one, in my opinion. La tarjeta de aguinaldo navideño. Sí, tal cual. With the Remake Siren, I don't know what that is. Any 4K benchmark with 750 Ti, maybe next time. A family... One of my in-laws has the 750 Ti at the moment. But I'll take it at some point. 1050 Ti, oh yeah, I'll do it right after this one. I forgot I didn't do that one. I used to do that one the first, but not anymore. Because sometimes the games don't launch. This one will be super interesting. The 750 Ti, yeah, let it die. It's 10 years old at this point. 10-year-old hardware. The poor thing. Sí, voy a probar el Steam Deck mañana. Yeah, guys, Steam Deck tomorrow on this one. Okay, here instead of being into the 30s on the 4060, on the 3060, it's into the 40s. And again, pretty simple, lower shadows, shaders and effects all together to medium, something like this. And that should do the job. I'm not using upscaling at the moment. So without upscaling and those very simple tweaks, you are already into the 50s in the demanding part. So mid shadows, effects, and post. No DLSS, no RT. So this is high, actually. High 1080p, but again, here I'm not using any upscaling whatsoever, and it's the part that runs the worst so far, at least for me. There's probably something later. No, that's not Leon yet. There's probably going to be a mod or something. So let's see VRAM, and as you can see, outside the forest section, we're above 60. So you don't even need upscaling if you don't want to. Although in this case, not sure if you see that reflection down there. As an example, this is a screen space one mixed with lumen. This reflection is flickering. But if you enable DLSS, that gets cleaned up super quickly actually. With DLSS quality, it's something like that. That's pretty cool. So I'm not sure, although there's trails behind the leaves with DLSS. Is this a horror game? You don't see it? I mean, at the moment me neither, but I'm not playing it on my own. If I'm streaming a game, I don't usually get scared unless it's like Amnesia the Bunker. That game is freaking creepy. Ray tracing, but on that game you cannot really fight. Usually in a horror game, when I can fight, that's not an issue. Now I enable ray tracing since we have room to spare, but again we get the trails behind the leaves. But the game looks good. And with ray tracing on, basically you get hardware lumen. So you get better ray tracing. More stuff is reflected, like the wires at the top. Your own character is reflected. So, nice details. So I would probably play it like this. If I only had this card, this is what I would do. I will break windows as well. Nothing. But the traversal stutter is still there. That's the thing. Yeah, probably updating the DLSS version will fix it. I mean, that's usually the norm. That's what we do in general. You grab DLSS swapper and it does it for you. But the traversal stutter is noticeable. Definitely. Man, I cannot avoid breaking car windows. Of course, there's an enemy. Whatever the hell this is. Are you dead? Oh, if I walk over it, I have bloody footprints, like in GTA Vice City. And they gradually have less blood. That's pretty cool. Nice detail. Okay, Texan. If the card says Texan, it has to have a gun inside. Come on, man. No freaking way. That's not realistic. You'll have at least 5 guns if it was a real Texan car. $8400 GS. Spill the beans over the honest cup of coffee. Enjoy the moment. No, I'm good, thanks. Oh yeah, this. I need the coins. Oh, that was so difficult. I'm playing on easy. And there's an enemy behind me. Of course there is. At least now I know where to go. Again, I'm playing on easy, so the game basically press button to win. Yeah, I need the gun right now. I need to defend myself. It feels like you're playing on an LPS2 disc. Is that the idea? I mean, if you're interested in the atmosphere, which, I mean, the point of this game is the creepy atmosphere, the story. So I would say it does feel like an older game, which is a good thing in that case. If they gave me, I don't know, 30 bullets and the pistol at the beginning, it would be a completely different feeling game. So I get the atmosphere thing. So in that way, it's pretty faithful to the original, I would say. I never played it, but it looked pretty creepy. Okay, so we put a coin. We press C2. And that should do it, right? The discs that I glued together. Yeah, of course. And 30 FPS cutscenes. Again, I'm playing on easy. That's why it was so simple. Neely's bar key. So I can go to the back now. Gotcha. We save. Okay. And before I open that door, let's try 1440p. 1080p is a piece of cake for this card. even with ray tracing. Oh, I forgot to change the resolution. Hang on. Those enemies look like corpses stuck in. That's funny. I mean, they could as well be. It's Silent Hill after all. A lot of effed up stuff happens in the stories. That wouldn't be out of the ordinary. So without any upscaling or any hardware ray tracing, in the city it looks like this. It's probably dropping lower in the forest. So let's enable DLSS balanced. And I'm going to enable ray tracing, hardware ray tracing. This card should be able to do it. Yeah. So those wires are still being reflected. As you can see. Look, the wires! Oh my god, and my character is being reflected. There's some shimmering to the reflections when it comes to the wires. But again, otherwise, good stuff. And the traversal stutter is the issue on this one, in my opinion. And also, if you don't want to use ray tracing, the hardware one, that's also an option to avoid drops below 60. I wonder what this does. Oh yeah, to climb over there. Oh my god. Yeah, I mean, it's easier to run than Alan Wake 2, definitely. Yeah. It's also a very different game. It's definitely more focused on puzzles and story. At least from the get-go. Okay, greenish blue car. Gotcha. I saw that car. Where's the car with the pistol inside? I'm sorry, I cannot help myself. Breaking car windows is nice. Although, hang on, there's a bug. Bonk. Play Silent Hill 1, still a great awesome game. Yeah. Or play the one on the Wii. That's also pretty good. It keeps the atmosphere, but you don't have the combat. Oh, I thought I could open this. Oops. Aha! Let's see, I'm going to skip. Okay, we'll stay at apartments. Okay, got the apartment's key, let's run away. I'm not even going to fight them. They just bomb it all over the place. But also, by the way, I turned off the music. Without the music, it's probably less creepy than it should be. Oh, okay. Wow. This looks pretty cool. Shattered Memories, yeah, that one. If you don't want to play the first game from the PS1, you can play the Wii version. It's called Shattered Memories. It's not a game where you want to do combat, it's more of a game where you run away from enemies. But at least you get the Silent Hill treatment. Yeah, definitely not meant to fight all of them. Okay. Do you notice any huge visual difference with mid-shadows, shaded post effects? No, not really. So far, I mean, I didn't do any side-by-side comparisons. So at the moment, nothing comes up. Okay, that sound is pretty creepy. Okay, now I'm in the apartments. Actually, Incure runs worse. Oh, finally, I have shadows. See, now I have actual shadows. Let's see if low shadows gets rid of them. Low shadows. Okay, shadows are still there. Maybe a lower resolution, but... okay, I think if I look at James' shoulder... Yeah, I can see some shimmer in there on the shadows. Behind his head. But this is low shadows. And what happens if I put it on normal? Apart from the performance impact. There's still shimmery shadows. So yeah, I don't know. We get like 10 FPS more with shadows on low. I'm not entirely sure. Let me disable ray tracing to keep that frame rate in a good one. And thank you so much, Totono24 or Totono24 for the for being an awesome supporter. Thank you so much, sir. Welcome. Hope you enjoy your stay, and thank you for supporting the channel. It means a lot. So I can make more cool videos like this one, talking to you guys. Health on low is okay, I guess. Yeah. I mean, medium shadows. I mean, if you see the shadow here, it does have some shimmering to it, but this is medium. But if I drop them to low, they're still kind of shimmery. But the shadow is not missing. Shadow is still there. So I'm a bit confused over here. It says adjust the quality of shadows cast by light sources. Okay. There's a huge hit, but yeah, I can see there's a higher resolution, but that's about it. They look the same. I mean, yeah, they look super similar. Bueno, será ese. Gracias, Totono. Genio, genio total. Three bright coins, 3 actors in play, and out of the 3, the maiden dared lay. Okay. I don't have any coins, just like in real life. What did I get? Oh, handgun ammo. Yeah, I'm wondering when I'm going to get the weapons. This looks like a good time to give me a weapon. Yeah, they're giving me ammo. They're going to give me a handgun. I can smell it. I can smell the gunpowder. The digital one. It's hard to see though. I'm not sure if I'm going to get a lamp or something at some point. Yeah, now it looks gray. It looks like, kind of like Resident Evil 2 Remake now. Gray. I don't know, it looked better. Whoa, man. Imagine how this will look with HDR though. This seems ideal. O sea, tenés que forzar DirectX 12. Le agregas un launch command que sea guión DX12 y te aparece. It's funny that he says, oh yeah, hello, anybody here? Like, yeah, obviously, you've been killing monsters for more than an hour. Oh, Jesus, that scared me. Okay, they got me with this one. With this thing over here, they got me. Dude, my brain did not like that at all. Let's put it darker. Let's keep it like before. Otherwise, it ruins the visuals. That scared the heck out of me. I guess this is the part where it gets all effed up. What about shaders? Is there a difference? I haven't noticed much of a difference, really. Oh, sh! Okay. Okay. that one was good. I was expecting something to jump, but not in front of me. I thought it was going to jump up behind me. Good one. Fucking garbage. Yeah, I trusted them way too much. But hey, I got the key. If I had a gun... Oh, that's creepy AF. Okay, I kinda get now the sentiment. Actually, being indoors is even more creepy. This is why I couldn't play Resident Evil 7 until the end. It was too creepy. This this seems to be aiming for the same thing. Oof. Yeah, no, this won't open it. Okay, so after the prologue, the game starts being creepy for real. I feel like at any moment, something is going to jump at me. Yeah, now I'm feeling uncomfortable, actually. And here's me thinking I was brave. Oops, wrong key. Okay, now I have actually something that casts shadows. So this is when the shadows option actually will make the most difference, I think. Not sure if you can notice, but everything here casts shadows. This time I can jump. Yeah, nice. So as I was saying, before I got scared. Now we have something that actually casts shadows, so probably low shadows makes more sense, at least at 1440p. Because this is doing real-time shadows. Also, the audio feels pretty echoey. That's pretty nice. Okay, so that fan in the middle is casting a shadow. What happens if I put that on low? Okay, it's still there. Seems to be less detailed. I don't know. At the moment I would say shadows on low. Nothing looks out of place with shadows on low. Probably the resolution of the shadow. Is there RT shadows? Probably. I'm not entirely sure about bounce lighting though. But even small objects cast shadows. That's pretty cool. Yeah. So yeah, low shadows is a good idea, especially above 1080p. Let's now do the scariest resolution, 4K. The VRAM is going to fly off the window. Yeah, I can already feel it. I can smell it in the air. Low shadows. Mid effects. Post effects, DLSS performance. Are you sure that's not Leon? I don't think so. Maybe I'm missing something. I'm seeing more stutter though. Here we go. Okay, here, I don't know what's wrong with the FX. Although that fog is very thick. This looks pretty cool. Although I'm noticing, maybe it's the upscaling, that is kind of destroying some of the fog. If you look at the edges of the fog. Let me see if that's the upscaler. If it is, we can just replace... Oh god, stop it. It's not mouse friendly. I need to make sure... Ah, okay. It already looks like that. The upscaling just makes it more obvious. But I'm happy that you cannot remove the fog, in a way. Let me check if it's effects. No. It seems to be tied to the resolution. The upscaling breaks the effect quite significantly, actually. Interesting. Maybe a different type of... A different DLL for DLSS fixes that problem, but it's pretty obvious. I remember in the trailer that here there was combat. Is the fog interactive? I don't think so. Maybe I'm wrong. The thing is, the fog disappears when you're very close to it. I'm not sure if it's interactive. Maybe. Doesn't seem to be. The thing is, I don't remember in real life interacting with fog, like if it was smoke. I remember smoke moving around, but that's about it. No, the game doesn't compile shaders, at least not in a menu. It doesn't say. But there's traversal stutter. Something is going to jump. Oh no. Here we go. What am I doing with my life? This is creepy AF, and there's no music yet. I turned that off just to protect the channel, but man, this is creepy. Oh my god. I don't want to continue. It's creeping me out, which is a good thing. Let me restart the capture card. There we go. It was locked. Okay, I opened the door. Sorry about the screen tearing. Man, this that when you have a flashlight in a game and you cannot see like past 2 meters because it's too dark, like in real life, that creeps me out. GG. Oh, here we go. Yeah, he grabbed the spiky thing. Oh god, there it is. I knew it. Yeah, it's pretty creepy. At the beginning it was okay. Now it's really creeping me out, which is good. That's how it should be. Will a patch fix it? Maybe. I don't know. It's a pretty common UE Unreal Engine thing. Unfortunately. I'm happy it's only traversal stutter. I'm not that shader compilation thing. That is when you see an effect for the first time, it stutters. I mean, none of those should happen in the first place. But I'd rather take traversal stutter over shader compilation stutter. Where's the enemy? Where are you? I'm getting so much ammo, but nothing to shoot it with. Can I use matches behind the ammo to make it explode or something? Siblings murder. Perpetrator commits suicide in custody. Yeah, sounds about right. I love that now it's getting actually creepy. Glass. In The Last of Us 2, I've always break glass in those windows. Yeah, shader stutter I think is the worst kind. Again, neither of them should exist. But if I needed to pick between them, I'd rather just take the traversal one. Okay, I've already been here. I can't even open the door. Oh wait, there's a room. No, it's only ammo. Okay, fine. Oh, before I go though. Oh, I cannot keep attacking it? Okay, that's fine. I don't feel... Oh yeah. Yeah, definitely Mr. Sammy. Seems pretty faithful to the original. Even the characters. Oh, here we go. Okay, I'm going to let it play, despite being locked to 30 on the cutscenes. So I can drink some water.
Hey, wait.
Not the kid!
Damn it.
It's funny, he doesn't even say, man, why there is a kid over there? Yeah, what is a kid doing here? Never mind, he mentioned it. And I think the flashlight is automatic as well. Oh no, I can manually turn it off. Okay, cool. I know there's a kid laughing in the background. Great. I cannot wait to be jump scared by a kid in a video game. Okay, I saw some door opening there. Oh man, the pressure. Oh yeah, there's definitely something behind this. Okay, cool. A golden apple handle. Apple makes products even in video games. No gun in the fridge. Oh man. Man, it's so unsettling. It's creeping me out, and nothing is happening. Okay, another key, cool. Halfway, second floor. Okay. Safe. Oh, yeah, not creepy at all. Chill. Child's drawings. Oh man, I hate that. And it's funny that the lights are not enough for you to see well enough. You need to use a flashlight. I mean, that light does nothing. Oh, okay. Classic. In San Blumen. Well, something that I remember about the first Silent Hill was people talking about the puzzle with a piano. That was very difficult. There was no internet back then. Not enough internet. I'm so relaxed. Oh, there's a kid over there. I hear something. Oh, hi there. Long time no see. How you been, sir? So happy to see ya. Oh my. I like that I can keep kicking them. Really adds to the atmosphere. Okay, I already opened that door. Mirror reflections? Good question. There has to be. There's toilets everywhere. Hang on. There's a bug. There we go. Oh, hi. More ammo. Where's my gun? Jesus Christ. Nothing in there. Nothing in here. Yeah, I'm not seeing any. I'll get we find a toilet in a moment. Even the dead body. Well, this I can save. I think it's time to do the 1050 Ti. But dude, that first jump scare, I wasn't expecting that. Oh yeah, I'm here for the coins. I even forgot why I was exploring. I'll find a toilet, don't worry. Leon! Ashley! Second floor hallway key. I'm happy now that as a kid I never played Silent Hill 2. If this creeps me out, imagine how much more creeped out I would have been with the original as a kid. Here we go. I can hear something. You're definitely alive. Yeah, I'm going to do Bloodborne PS4 on Shared PS4 this week. Okay, red light over there. Oh god. What the hell? Don't put your hand in there, James. What the hell is wrong with you, James? Jesus Christ. Why? What the hell is wrong with this guy? Oh, hi there. The guy with the pyramid. Look, sir, I have the same head. Look. We have something in common, sir. Just standing there, looking at me. That kind of scared me as well. Look, I have the same one. How's it going? I'm also a dog. Do you like my mask? Imagine. In the actual game, he's like, hey, look. That's a nice costume. I have one as well. Oh no. Something is waiting for me, right? Due to ongoing renovation works, the tenant are asked to keep out of the 3rd floor. Ha! Not going to happen. Why there is no frame gen? Not entirely sure, but it's in a config file. Oh, great. Yeah, finally! Thank you! Hold right to aim, press to shoot. I knew that before playing the game. Only 21 bullets. I'll make them count. Okay, I see the bullet holes already. I don't know why I'm relieved. It's not going to make much of a difference. I'm still going to be afraid. I don't need to go back and save. So all this for the pistol, worth it. Oh, already, of course. Of course, a kid is now screaming. Dude, the Japanese with horror games. I hate them. They're the best at doing that. Oh no, here we go again. I don't know what I'm skipping. I can see the flashlight. Why do I have a flashlight in the first place? And now Pyramid Head is gone. Yeah, definitely creepier than Alan Wake. Alan Wake has jumped. Oh, hi there. Okay. The shooting is not meaty. But I was expecting that. I'm so lost. I think I'm leaving, sir. Let me go back, relax, shoot some folks. Yeah, especially this part. Quite a few frames are lost. Don't waste the bullets. I'm trying. I just needed to shoot something to release some stress. You know how it goes. Can I go back? Of course not. Anyway. Let's swap to the 1050 Ti. Now I have 3 safe spots. One in the city, one in the forest. So I think it's a good place to swap GPUs. Anyway, if you want to do 4K, performance DLSS, low shadows, if you don't mind 30 FPS, medium shadows. Otherwise, if you're playing the game in any capacity, you probably want to lower shadows to medium or low. High shadows seems kind of a waste. And now that I have a flashlight and it casts shadows, it's more of a demanded thing, I'd say. gigabytes of VRAM is already an issue in 1080p, not to mention 1440. Yeah, but 4K in here looks fine, it seems. Yeah, 1050 Ti, but we're starting on the lowest settings on the 1050 Ti. We gotta be honest here. I mean, we gotta make the game scary by adding the 1050 Ti. But this area, I wouldn't say it's an issue with the VRAM. Seems to be more of an issue with the amount of shadow casting lights. Because if you look at, for example, this location, you have 3 lights. You have this one, that one casts shadows. Then this one also casts shadows. And there's also a light here from the outside, indirect lighting, that also casts shadows, plus your flashlight. So it's quite a bit of shadow casting lights. There's something over there, hang on, I gotta kill the scum. I'm not hitting a single shot, I'm useless in this game. Oh, never mind, I was getting the shots in. It's just not getting the bullet holes. And don't worry, I saved before wasting my bullets on this enemy. Oh, there's more than one. I'm just wasting my ammo over here before it pukes. Useless trash. I wasn't even afraid of you. Yeah, the big problem is the shadow option. The shadow option, I wouldn't call it a problem. I would call it more of a solution, but the amount of shadow casting lights seems to be what affects it the most. And the foliage, but there doesn't seem to be lots of foliage so far. Only at the start of the game. Because if you look, for example, I have multiple maps, hang on. Oh, okay. I cannot look at the city maps again. If you look at those other maps, I mean, there was like contained environments. When you start, you're basically in the forest. Then you get to the city, like a small town. Then you get indoors in the apartments. And that's creepy AF. I would say the apartments are the creepiest part so far. You did a better job with the melee than shooting him, definitely. Without a doubt. What was I going to show you? Oh yeah, the 1050 Ti, but also if you have the game on Steam, like the launch options, add -DX12 if you have an older card. If you have DX11 if you have an older card. If you have a new card, it should be like this by default. So probably on the 1050 Ti, I'm going to keep it. Let's try DX12 and then DX11. But the game is probably going to launch itself on DX11. Yeah, in this game you're probably going to be indoors quite a bit. I mean, I think indoors with lots of shadows was more demanding than the forest. Wish me luck. We need to also know how Steam Deck runs it. Yeah, tomorrow. Tomorrow I'll do the Steam Deck. Now that I have multiple saves, it will be good. I got a feeling it won't be pretty for Steam Deck. We'll see. I don't know how AMD cards run it. That's what scares me a little. Apart from the game itself, of course. But man. Yeah, on the Steam Deck maybe... Actually, the RAM usage didn't seem super high. I don't remember really how much system RAM it was using. VRAM no longer scares me much. It's more system RAM when it comes to the Steam Deck. That's how dirty it is. Hell yeah. GPU install, speed run, any percentage, world record. Okay, 1050 Ti. 1080p lowest. Let's see what happens. And we're going to use FSR performance. Sure, 144. Why do I put my screen at 144? I don't know. I like adventures. Are you a PC builder? Yes. I also fix PCs. The thing that I should learn is how to solder chips. That would take me to the next level. I would love to be able to fix GPUs and stuff like that, or motherboards. But it requires a lot of equipment and knowledge, and well, and parts that I do not have. Yeah, 900p. 900p is probably going to be the way to do it. So yeah, already the game wasn't super creepy. Then the game actually started and it creeped the hell out of me. GG. Okay, low settings, performance FSR 3. Let's see if in the menu we can get 30 FPS. That's a good sign, right? That means that I'll play the game at 100 FPS. What CPU are you using? It's all in the description. It's a 13th Gen i5. I don't know what's scarier, playing on a 1050 Ti or or seeing below 30 FPS in a menu. It's probably compiling shaders now. Would you recommend I order PC parts from outside my country, or is warranty necessary? I mean, just to be sure, I would buy them in my own country. If you want to import something, I'll probably import RAM and CPU and an SSD maybe. Those usually fail less than motherboards and graphics cards. Yeah, usually CPUs and RAM and SSDs are the less prone to fail, from my experience. Maybe I'm wrong. Okay, yeah, definitely not a 1080p card anymore. It's been a while. 900p. Also, maybe this card is more of a DX11 card at the moment. Yeah, I think we're VRAM starved right now. But look, the flashlight casts shadow on the lowest settings. It even casts shadows for multiple objects, like it's nothing. Although there are some objects that... Oh no, they still cast shadows. What the hell? How? Yeah, maybe play without the flashlight. Let's try very quickly DX11. DX11 should fix this problem right away. So, to your config file, On your Steam launch options, add this one, dash DX11, dash, yeah, I think it's dash, DX11, and the game should do DX11 instead of DX12. But you're going to miss FSR3. So let's put TSR low plus 50% res. Because otherwise, yeah, it's rough. Of course it's rough. It's a 1050 Ti. Have you tried on Steam Linux? Not yet. That's coming. FSR1? Yeah, I think it's a better idea to start with that one. A spatial solution. Although I'm getting a black screen at the moment. I don't know if it's compiling something. 4060 in my country costs more than RTX 4060 PC in the USA. First time. Same here. Everything is expensive. Yeah, it's FSR1, but I mean, if it means playable on a 1050 Ti, we'll take it. Right? So as you can see now, there's no FSR. 3. Oh, okay, the frame rate in the menu is much higher. Maybe we can do quality FSR1. Yeah, we can. Cool. Yeah, DX11 will probably fix this. I think we could even do 1080p if the amount of light sources can be supported well. ¿Estás en USA? No, estoy en Uruguay. Lamentablemente para el hardware es complicado. Okay, there we go. Higher pixel count, but FSR1. Cool. Let's go shoot up those enemies. Yeah, also, there's a lot of sway to the aim in the ass. Right in the butt cheeks. Let's try the forest. Basically, the second minute into the game. Sí, en unos juegos puedes forzar a DirectX 11, cosas en Unreal. Yeah, in some games you can force DX11, some Unreal games. Okay, yeah, this is the real test, the forest. But hey, we're doing quality FSR. Maybe if we do TSR low. TSR low with 50% resolution, which is basically performance. There it goes. It looks more pixelated, but hey, what can you do? TSR low 50%. Yeah, the edges are pretty garbage, but hey, we're at half 900p. Okay, that's good. Let's go to the city. Before I went into the apartments. Is TSR worse than FSR1? It's different. FSR1 is clearly a spatial one. TSR, you can see that inside the game itself is doing something. As you can see, the forest is what runs the worst. So yeah, TSR, maybe we can use normal TSR. That actually looks pretty damn good. Oh yeah. It looks a lot better like that. TSR high. By the way, we're on DX11. But here we're in a not demanding area, basically. Gotta go to the car. Yeah, it's using a lot of VRAM though. And by a lot of VRAM, I mean basically everything every VRAM we could have, like you would say. Excuse me. Don't mind me. Yeah, and the traversal stutter is still there. Cool. I mean, all things considered, it's okay. You gotta use upscaling magic, of course, but hey, I was expecting way worse. Sure, sir. Alt F4. Yeah, that's the one for unlimited ammo, right? Like Control W. Control W gives you infinite ammo. A friend told me. Okay. Dead Rising 2024 could never. Yeah. But a different engine. Although UE5 being playable on this card, I mean, it's kind of unusual. Without losing a lot of image quality. So yeah, the city is fine. The thing is, the forest and indoors in the apartments, when there's a lot of shadow casting lights, that's probably going to be more common than this. But probably instead of TSR, FSR1 is a better idea on this one. FSR1 quality or balanced. Yeah, performance way better. It looks like an old VHS tape, but I think that should give you a more stable experience. Native gaming is a thing of the past now. Yeah, definitely. Will you test the game again? Day one patch? Yeah, probably. It's pretty interesting so far. Well, you can see it has a hard time loading textures, but it still loads those textures. Pretty cool. I wasn't expecting it to even launch. The fact that you can force the X11 is pretty cool. Yeah, actually, the old VHS tape look is scarier. I agree. Good point. I keep forgetting that. Probably will work on Steam Deck. It will be interesting to try the X12 and the X11 and see which one is best in that situation. But I gotta sleep, it's almost 12 AM. Yeah, indoors here is fine. Let's make the game even scarier. Let's play at the lowest possible resolution, and let's pretend this PlayStation 1. Oh, hold up. I was at 50% resolution over the upscaling. So it was a pretty low resolution. It was still looking pretty good, though. What the hell? So let's play it like a PS1 game. Well, a PS2 game, maybe. I don't know. No, actually, the PS2 doesn't even do 480p. What am I talking about? Yeah, let's pretend this is the original. So we're doing 1024 by 768. Let's pretend this is 20 years ago, and we're playing on a PC with a good graphics card. Because this resolution was PC resolution. No upscaling and no TSR either. And let me stretch it a little so you guys can see what's going on. If I even can. If it's wider, like the CSGO players say, you should be able to see the enemies better, right? This is a competitive mode. Why can't I cannot stretch the image, what the hell? It's worse than the original? Maybe. It's creepy still. Look at those edges. Back then when there was no anti-aliasing. No good anti-aliasing. Yeah, what the hell doesn't allow me to scale it? To stretch it, better said. Stretch the screen. Oh, there we go. Now we're talking. There we go. This is what it would have looked like on a good PC if the game was released. Look at this, so original. Looks better than the original, still. Let's go back to Silent Hill. Yeah, I mean, the fact that it can still run on a 1050 Ti is kind of funny, in my opinion. Hey. Remember back when in PlayStation 2 and new PCs, you actually had ray traced shadows? Remember that? My childhood, man. RT shadows at 1024 by 768. Is this the forest? Yeah, man, the forest. The forest will be a pixelated mess, but it will be interesting. I disable also the TAA, so we have those hard edges. I mean, I can make it look more like a VHS tape if you want to. Should be easy. Yeah, let's make it look like an actual VHS tape. For that, it's pretty simple. FSR1 on performance. Okay, this looks pixelated, so it's not like a VHS tape. And we enable TAA for maximum VHSness. There we go. Now it looks like a VHS tape. Look at that. Now it's a creepy game. Plus TAA. VHS tape quality. So this is basically 3 something p. No, the resolution is already scaled with FSR1. Pretty cool. It's pretty scary though. Yeah, it still is. Yeah, it doesn't look that bad actually. The only thing that bothers me is that for me I have black bars and a stretched image. But if I go to the creepy part here, when you get the flashlight. Yeah, YouTube pixelation actually helps here. Here's when you get the gun for the first time. This kind of looks like an old game now. With good graphics, so. It's a weird thing. It's like an old VHS tape. I mean, look at this. What the hell? This is cool. It still looks creepy. Honestly, this looks more creepy. I didn't even grab this key before. LMAO. It fits it very well, actually. Yeah, and I love it. No explanation. Can't break the TV though. Unplayable. 1 out of 10. But it definitely fits. Oh yeah. More creepiness. Yeah, I'm not going in there. I mean, yeah, if I played the original it will look better, but this looks pretty creepy still. That's how you know they did a good job. With the visuals at least. This still looks creepy. So yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow with the Steam Deck. I don't want to get scared more because I gotta go to sleep now. It's already tomorrow here. But this been funny. This part actually looks like a VHS tape recording or something. But you get like 100 FPS in some parts. So thank you for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did being creeped out with this Silent Hill remake, Silent Hill 2. This is how it looks like without being stretched. It's out now on Steam. Well, for the deluxe edition players. So if you pay the expensive version, Konami gives you 2 days early access. It's also PS5. I don't know if it's on Xbox, but it works pretty well. I was expecting it was. The biggest issue I would say is the shader compilation the traversal stutter. So this game has traversal stutter, basically. That's what bothers me the most. Otherwise, it's good. So thank you guys so much for watching this video again. I've been here for 3 hours, 3.5 hours. Thank you guys. That means that I've been having a good time. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time. Lower shadows and have fun, and be scared for a bit. Okay, Grunt, I'll add it. No nanite, you can turn it off. That's cool, I'll try it. Thanks for the heads up. Bye guys. Yeah, Dragon Ball Sparking Zero? What a weird name. Definitely playing that. Super looking forward to it. Steam Deck tomorrow, in a few hours. Esperaba peor, Gonzalo. La verdad me sorprendió. Pensé que era mucho peor. No, today no 1050 Ti. No 750 Ti. Ugh. Maybe next time. See you guys. Thank you. It supports 480p. Okay. Thanks for the heads up as well. Alt F4. Control W.